Will we recognize our loved ones in heaven? The truth about eternal connections. One of the deepest human questions is, what happens after we die? And perhaps an even greater one is, will we see our loved ones again? Will they recognize us? Across cultures and beliefs, the idea of reuniting with those who have passed offers both comfort and mystery. But what does spiritual wisdom truly reveal about this? The answer might surprise you. Stay with me as we explore the profound truth behind heavenly reunions, eternal bonds, and the afterlife's greatest secrets. But first, have you ever felt the presence of someone who has passed? A dream so vivid it felt real? A sudden warmth or whisper in your mind? These moments might not be coincidences. They might be proof that love never dies. Let's uncover the truth. 1. The eternal nature of love. Before awakening to this reality, many assume that death is an end. But what if love itself is eternal? Science teaches us that energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. This means that the love we cultivate and the connections we form do not simply vanish, they leave imprints beyond the physical world. Many near-death experiencers report encounters with deceased loved ones, filled with an overwhelming sense of recognition and love. Imagine stepping into a vast, radiant space and feeling a presence before even seeing a familiar face. What if our souls recognize energy before form? What if the essence of those we love is always with us, waiting beyond the veil? But how do we truly know if this recognition is real? Let's dive deeper because what comes next is astonishing. 2. The recognition of souls. A common fear is that even if the afterlife exists, we won't recognize one another. But consider this: when you dream of someone you love, do you always see them exactly as they were, or do you know it's them? This suggests that recognition depends not on physical appearance, but on something much deeper. Many spiritual traditions suggest that after death, our consciousness expands, allowing us to feel and know beyond earthly perception. In the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13:12 states, "For now we see only a reflection, as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known." Could this passage hint at the soul's ability to recognize and be recognized beyond the veil? Imagine a world where recognition happens through vibration rather than vision. Wouldn't that be a more profound way of knowing? But if we recognize one another, do we also remember our shared lives? The answer may change everything you thought about the afterlife. 3. Memory beyond the physical. One of the biggest questions is, will our loved ones remember us? If consciousness survives beyond the body, does memory remain? Numerous accounts of near-death experiences suggest that it does. Many individuals who temporarily crossed over recall vivid interactions with deceased loved ones who recognized them and remembered past events. Could it be that memory is not stored solely in the brain, but is an imprint on the soul itself? Imagine sitting under a tree with someone you lost long ago, recalling a childhood memory together. If love transcends death, why wouldn't memories? But what about our roles? Do they still exist in the afterlife? And if they do, what does that mean for our relationships? 4. Do our relationships continue after death? If we do reunite, what happens to our relationship? Are we still parent and child, husband and wife, or do all earthly roles dissolve? Many spiritual insights suggest that while labels may fade, the essence of relationships remains. Instead of being bound by societal roles, relationships evolve into pure energetic bonds. What if your soulmate in one life is your guide in another? What if love is not about roles, but about souls traveling together through eternity? In Matthew 22:30, Jesus states, "At the resurrection, people will neither marry nor be given in marriage. They will be like the angels in heaven." This implies that while earthly relationships may shift, our spiritual connections remain eternal. But is there proof that this veil between worlds is thinner than we think? What if you've already received signs and didn't even realize it? 5. The veil between worlds. Many report feeling their loved one's presence even before passing over. Could it be that the veil between this world and the next is more transparent than we assume? Have you ever experienced signs, dreams, synchronicities, an unexplainable feeling that someone is near? These occurrences suggest that our departed loved ones may still be reaching out. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from shared death experiences, where those at a dying person's bedside report seeing glimpses of the afterlife as their loved one transitions. If consciousness doesn't end, then perhaps separation is only an illusion. Ask yourself, is love really bound by time and space? Or is it the only thing that never dies? And if the veil is thin, could it be possible that your loved ones are closer than you think, even now? What would that mean for how we live? If you've ever wondered whether you'll see your loved ones again, take this truth with you: love is the bridge that connects all dimensions. Recognition, memory, and connection do not end. They transform. This life is just one chapter in an infinite journey. And when the time comes, you may find that the ones you love were never truly gone, only waiting. But what do you believe? Have you ever had an experience where you felt the presence of a loved one who has passed? Share your thoughts below. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. There is so much more to uncover on this journey.